Hey, all you wrench monkeys, welcome back. This is Razor's Edge, and this is Jim. So, the title probably drew you here. Among the few things that really piss me off about this game, tuning is one of the absolute dumbest mechanics. I can deal with the mini games. But when you get a car in that says it needs a performance increase of tuning between percent X to X, X to Y, whatever, it has to be in that range, not above, not below. If it's above, you wasted a bunch of money and you still can't pass. It won't pass. It won't check it off. It has to be between. So we're going to do an example here. And to find this, you go into the store. Now, and these are the parts. If you see, there's percentages on all these pieces. So when you get the cars in, you have to do the math to add it up to make sure that you get in that percent range that they want. And again, you cannot go above. Now, it would be great if you could put the car, and I'll show you what I mean, even though I can't, this car won't do anything. I'm going to move it into the dyno. Well, I guess I'm not going to move it into the dyno. Doesn't have wheels. So I'm going to find a car. I don't want to. I'm rebuilding. This is a car I picked up at a salvage lot. And I've been rebuilding it. I've already repainted it. I just have some engine work to do. I'm going to put a twin turbo on it. Really tune it out. So far, let's see what I've got. And I really like this feature about the game is I can see what my profit is. Right now I'm losing out. So I'm about $1,000 down and some change for the work I've done. But it doesn't have the engine in there, so that could be factoring in. And I've actually using the upgrade bench. I have upgraded, and we'll go ahead and I guess this will be a two-part. I don't like the mini game in this, but it's an easy way to repair parts for cheap. I mean, a drive shaft is pretty expensive, but I can fix it if I get the check. It's only going to cost me 12, maybe more if it takes more than once. Let's see. Yeah, so for 12 coin, I just fixed that. I mean, it's not too god-awful hard. And if you fail, you just, now I've got some cleaned up parts. Save myself some coin. So I'm going to go ahead and throw these in. This is one thing nice about if you get the warehouse upgrade. I don't want to mix up my car parts with the test, so for the purposes of this demo, so that car and all its parts are in the shop. So let's take some orders. There's one in here I know for a fact is a ooh, that's neat. It changed the order on me. That's a story car, by the way, if you haven't done those yet. Well, I guess we can always refuse them if they're... These are going to start timing out on me. Wow, dude. Let's see what his tasks are. He wants parts. These are really good for money. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and do this for some extra cash, and I'll be right back. So I keep thinking as I'm working on making these parts, and I've already finished it. the replacement parts were pretty simple. They were just body parts. I went in, I fixed, I think I was able to fix like 4 or 5 of them, and the rest I bought. So that's going to net me like 2 grand. But I keep thinking of these tips, and I know early on, you know, a lot of people are thinking that they need the lift and when to use the garage or the engine stand. As you start to learn these parts, depending on what they're complaining about, you start to get a feeling of when, like the clutch plate. I don't know what the second part is yet. If I have to go deeper into the engine, obviously I'm gonna have to drain the oil and throw it on the stand. But I'm hoping I can pull the clutch plate up, and it's behind the gearbox. As a matter of fact, it's right there. You can do a lot of this because the oil's in the pan. So just know that there are certain things if you pull out, you're going to drain, leak oil or coolant onto the floor. But I just wanted to go ahead and show you that. And I will put chapter breaks in here. So if you're just want to go right to that, performance tuning, I'll put that in there for you. But I can already see the flywheels rusted in here too. So, just some of the things that I've come to really hate about this game. And there's quite a few things. As much, it's a hate-love relationship, but, the sound effects, the engine sounds for this game are horrible. I mean, they sound like, I don't know where they got their engine sounds from, but they are so fake when they put in so much realism to the sound of a garage. The engine is so key, and it just sounds stupid. It blows my mind that they would, yeah, it was the flywheel. So, I mean, come on. Seriously, people. It's like we're car enthusiasts playing mechanic, and you make the engines sound just absolute dog shit. That's probably my biggest pet peeve. I probably could have tried to repair those, by the way, using their random lottery. Saved myself a little bit of cash, but I was talking. But yeah, I don't know how you guys feel and gals, but feel free to leave a comment. If I'm out of line on those sound effects for engines, let me know, because I can't be the only one that thinks that. I mean, when I get that car and I'm revving it up and it sounds like some 2-bit worthless sound effect, it's just, I don't know, man. I expected more, but yeah, that's been, out of all the things that frustrate me the most, including the not being able to go over the limit on performance tuning, which really blew my mind. That was topped right up there with it. And that leads me to my second thing. I mean, I saw that there's like money cheats for this. You don't need a cheat. The absolute quickest way to make money in this game is to go to auctions or some junkyard salvage yard, get a car. After you get, I'd say, you know, 10 grand, 15 grand. Because literally everything you improve through the lathe, you know, for brakes and things like that, you don't even have to finish the car. I think off a car yesterday, which I spent buying that car over there in the bay, I made like 54 grand in like an hour. Not even an hour. It was crazy. Damn, I still haven't found that part yet. It's gonna be one of those sneaky, probably a little gear. That sucks. So I'm gonna, but yeah, go to the junkyards, get you a crappy car, and you'll have, I mean, literally, if I just spent my time doing that, I wouldn't touch another car, not another order, nothing. I would just refurbish cars to halfway and to as far as I wanted, throw some paint, wash them, and well, run the welder and be done. But yeah, that's a quick way to make money. So let me find this nasty car, this little whatever it is, this last piece, and then we'll do the performance tuning. So 1 hour later, 1.5 hours, it turned out to be a rubber bushing of all frickin' things. Last piece I checked, I tore the engine all the way down to the block, and it was in the back of the car. Oh, I could have made 40 grand already just doing a salvage lot. But since we got this car here and it's now put together and running, I want to just play for you the crappy, this is what I'm talking about, in these cheapo engine sounds. We're going to move the car over to the dyno and listen to this fake engine. I'm going to turn the sound up, go to settings. Gotta turn the sound way down, just because I'm usually watching shows or something. Let's do 70%. Yeah, accept that. All right, let's do this. I mean, I guess if it were me, I don't know. It sounds dumb. I've never heard a car sound like that. Come on, dev team. It's not asking too much. I mean, iRacing has done a fantastic job with car sound. I mean, and it's not just engine cars, it's all kinds of engines. They all just sound cheesy. Cheesy. All right. All right. The last portion of this will be the tuning. Performance tuning. We'll find a car to get into range of the whatever percentage of performance enhancing, but this is where you test it. But ugh, I'm disgusted. I'm gonna walk away for a while. Okay, so I found a car, Lamborghini, and it's got multiple tasks in here, but one of them we're looking for among parts, which is good, 11 to 16%. All right, so we're doing some fluids in here, but that's our key, that's our range, 11 to 16%. So let me show you the dyno with this guy, and then I'll show you what you can't do with a vehicle you don't own. Behind this screen, there's a computer. It's going to tell you you can only tune your own cars. Okay. Not much of a help here. You can still run the tests. Let's listen to these cheesy sounds. This is a sports car. And there's where we're going to look for the tuning. That's got to be in the range that it's asking for. So another thing it said was transmission is noisy. Shifting is rough. Loud when accelerating. They didn't add any sound effects that, you know, would sound okay, you know, like the before and after. My Lamborghini, so if it sounded like that, I'd sell it. I mean, I've got a 2013 Camaro Turbo SS, and it sounds nothing like these cars. I mean, it actually has that sound that I fell in love with muscle cars. That sound isn't it. Anyway, we'll take care of this tuning first. Let's move the car back to the lift. And the first thing we're going to do, we're going to look at, we might be able to get, let's see, what's that percentage? 11 to 16%. We may be able to get that with just a couple parts. Engines in the back. All right, so just changing out the manifold and maybe some of the we may be able to do it all right here. Just by replacing these two manifolds with high performance, that may give us the percent without going over. Let's take a look. So we'll change that to a plus, minus. And let's take a look. So we've got the manifold. Let's go to our computer, our pad, and let's go to tune up. And let's take a look at our shop. Let's get rid of all this junk. 4%. All right, so that's 8%. 8% just into those two exhaust manifolds. What else do we have on top? What else do we have on top that we could probably change to get that? No. I think we might have to go into... Let's take a look at the manifolds. So we're at 8, 9, 10. That's 10%. Let's see. %. Ooh, 1.5. I think we can do this just with a couple of these pieces on the outside to get us to that sweet spot of 11 to 16. I know we can. All right, so we'll lift the car. That way we don't have to drain any oil. We can do this right here. All right, no, not the wheels. No gearboxes. And those honestly look like crap anyway. All right. Why does it tell me I need to go to the... Well, we know we need the top ones. All right. Why did I lift this car up when I gotta do it from the bottom? Alright. It's having trouble getting into the... Oh. I'm not sure what the problem is here. There we go. That was difficult. Alright, let's just take the covers off. And let's take these filters out. And let's take the exhaust manifolds out. Holy screws. Alright, I think just with those two. Such a beautiful engine too. I like the looks the devs did with the high performance pieces. They really stand out. That was one of the things I'll give them props for. And then I think we did the manifold too. So we're gonna have to take some parts out of here just to get to it. What else we got? Fuel rods. There we go. All right. So I think with just those, we should be able to. I don't know who owns this car, but I take way better care of my cars. Oh, what a rust bucket. So let's take a look at those parts. Let's, I think we already have, I don't want to go over. Those needed replaced anyway. All right, what do I have on my shopping list? Oop. Now I need to just clear it. Let's get rid of that. All right. So let's go to inventory. We're going to need 2 of those. 2 of those. And then the intake. I think. All right, so 2 of these. All right, we already got those. 2 of these. And 1 of these. I don't think that's gonna get it. I think my math is off. Let's see here. Look at that. I love that chromey look. I'm doing the car I'm doing right now is gonna be all high performance parts. They're really. I kind of look at this. I know they don't have it. I wish the devs would add the auction where you could take your car and have people bid on it. They didn't do that. I don't know why. You can all you can do is sell the car. Just right out of the garage or from your garage. I think that was a missed opportunity to have them bid on your car. Because I think, you know, when I've gone to buy cars, the auction itself is kind of fun. But man, it would be fun to be able to just auction off your own stuff. All right. Where's the lid? Why isn't it giving us our lid option? Would we forget? Well, we have to add the throttle to get the cap on? Maybe, yeah. That's pretty big. Alright. I'm pretty sure we can... If we miss a mark, that's something we can add. Yeah, we can put 2 of those on there if we're short, so we're good. All right, I believe that's everything. I should only have the extra parts that these are nice. I'm going to put those in my... Why are we... Hold on. We screwed up somewhere. Oh, I screwed up. Yeah, I left it off. There we go. Okay. Take a look at that. You can't really see it. I mean, it's not like the body style isn't really something you can, like, from this angle you can't like ooh ah. All right, let's take it back to the dynamo. Let's see. Let's see if my math is bad. %. Where we need to be. All right, so that should have checked that off the list. And it also cleared the loud noise. And there you have it. There's our 11 to 16. So we're already at 1,800 bucks. Plus we can sell the parts or keep them for ourselves. Maybe even repair those. Make that money back. Save them for another Lambo. I guess it won't let me. Only that one. I can't repair those, so I guess I can salvage them. For scrap. I suck at this thing. Ugh. Disgusting. We got our intake manifold. Why didn't it? Can always store that up in here. Or free upgrade. Well, it wasn't free, I bought it, but we can turn that into a profit on a... I know one of the barns that has a Lamborghini in it, so if I get enough cash, I'll throw that one in there. But anyway, I'll finish this car off video, but that's how you do the performance. If you go above it, it's going to fail. Just remember. It's not that hard. It's just finding the parts, and there's tons of performance parts in the store. If I clear this out, you can see they've got just about everything you can think of under the sun. To make a chrome out your engine. They red, black, and chrome. That's your... But they do look nice. So there you have it. Alright. Devs, fix those sounds. It's not that big a deal. Shit, add it as a DLC, I'd buy it. Just... I would buy real DLC sounds. Or at least let someone mod it. I can't see it being a copyright thing. I mean, damn, you guys have made a fortune off this game with the DLCs and the game itself. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope that helps. If it did, give me a thumbs up on the video. I'd appreciate it. You don't have to sub, but hopefully it helps you out. and have fun with the game. I know I am. I'll check you later. Thanks, everybody.